Okay, you guys, so this is how it's looking. Super empty now. Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Morgan and I'm the maker behind LA Crochet, and if you're a returning crochet friend, then hey, welcome back. Today's video is going to be the long anticipated moving vlog. As you can see, I'm already in the new craft room and you probably saw it in my last video as well. But I filmed a bunch of stuff to show you guys, including packing up my old crochet corner, a little bit of the moving process, and then unpacking and setting up this room. So all of that will be included in today's video. Before we get into it though, be sure that you like this video, subscribe, and you can check out my Instagram and my Etsy linked in the description. And with that, let's get into it.
Okay, you guys, it is time. We are packing up the craft room now. This is the last room that I have in the apartment that still needs to be packed. As I mentioned before, we are moving tomorrow, so really this has to happen right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and film this whole process for you guys. I'm thinking the way that I'm going to do it is probably the loaf cats are going to go in loaf cat jail for the time being. And then probably I'll get all of my yarn, and I'm thinking I'll probably put some of it in like those big bags that I use for transporting my plushies to and from markets. Because right now my inventory is pretty low, so they're all just in one big plastic container. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I feel like I need better lighting. So let me give you guys kind of a before shot so you can see what we're starting with. So this is the top of my yarn wall. Luckily, they're already kind of in these little bins, so I can just take those down and transport them like that. But then of course we have all of this yarn here that needs to go in boxes. This down here is my printer that also needs to go in a box. And then we have all of our kind of supplies over here. Don't mind me, it's kind of messy right now, but all of this needs to get packed away. So I'm thinking first we're going to pack away these loaf cats. And as you can see, they look thrilled by that. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, new plan, because these loaf cats are thicky thick, so I think we're probably going to put them in the plastic bag because they're actually taking up a lot more room than I thought that they would. This is kind of why it's taking me so long to pack, because I feel like I do something and then I try it and then it doesn't really work the way that I thought it would in my head. So let me transport them over to the bag. So I don't squish them. I think I'm going to put my Sweet Snuggles light in the bottom and then put the loaf cats on top. I don't think I've showed you. Look how big these skeins are that I got from Michael's. I got these for a custom loaf cat order that I'm going to be completing soon. But with these neutral colors, I knew that I would use it eventually. So I went ahead and got like this jumbo one. It is like twice the size of my head. This is 431 yards. Crazy. The skein is such a mess. I feel like it's gonna be really tangled. The bag is already getting so full. I feel like you don't really realize how much yarn you have until you actually have to go and move it. Okay, we have one shelf done, and this whole bag is completely full of yarn and loaf cats. And then I also have a whole bunch of burlap blanket that I don't include in the background of my videos. It's actually kind of on the other side of the room. And so that's what's in this bag right here. Yeah, I did not think that I had this much yarn. I mean, it's still not that much. Yes, it is. Yes, it is a lot. This was the quickest packing that I've done this whole time. I'm afraid though that this yarn's gonna fall on me. Okay. That one really got me. Okay, they all came off okay. The wall looks so bare now. The first full box of Parfait Chunky. The second box of Parfait Chunky is done. Okay, you guys, all the Parfait Chunky is officially packed away. And as I'm talking right now, I can actually hear my voice like echoing off the wall because there's nothing absorbing the sound anymore. Look at all of this yarn all over the floor. After I moved everything, I really need to vacuum. Okay, you guys, so this is how it's looking. Super empty now. So I'm just finishing up some last minute things. I have to figure out where I'm gonna put that loaf cat. And then, yeah, we're just not gonna pay attention to the rest of the room because it looks awful. Okay, you guys, so this is how we're looking. So all of the yarn and everything is gone. So the only thing we have left to do is pack up the computers. So my husband and I are going to do that tonight.
Hey guys, that was a lot of work. So I thought it would be a great time to take a little break, make a cute bag, and talk about the sponsor of today's video, Caydo. And today specifically, we are going to be unboxing and trying out their new I-cord machine. When I first saw this machine, I started thinking of so many different crochet projects I could use it for, and the first project I'm going to try is a sunflower granny square bag. So this is what the machine looks like, and it comes with a USB power cord, a hook, and some weights. I started by anchoring the device to my desktop and threading the yarn through the hooks. For me, the written instructions were super clear and I got it to work on the first try, but if you need more assistance, they do include a video tutorial. Then I applied the weights, plugged the device in, and it started creating my cord. I used the yarn they provided to figure the machine out, and this is how it turned out. I was super shocked to see how neat and clean looking it was on my first try. Once I knew I had the hang of it, I wanted to finish my sunflower bag, so I grabbed this sage green color. One thing I did notice while using the machine is that you definitely need to use a size 3 or thinner yarn with this device because I tried a size 4 and it got super tangled and was just too thick for the little hooks. But when I switched back to the size 3 yarn in this sage green color, it worked perfectly and came out looking just as good as the original cord. Then when it was all done, I brought the tail through the loops to secure the end, weaved the cord through my granny squares, sewed the two ends together, and my project was complete. My little granny square bag turned out so adorable, and I'm super excited to use the I-cord machine for my future crochet projects. I mean, seriously, guys, look how cute this is. This is the first thing that I've ever made like this, and I'm kind of obsessed. But if you would like to try out the I-cord machine for yourself, you can use the link in my bio with code ALLY40 to get 40% off your order. And just so you know, that discount code does also work for their electric yarn winder as well. But alrighty, guys, let's get back into our moving vlog.
Oh, our toilet paper. Hey you guys, so I just wanted to pop on real quick and let you guys know kind of where we're at with the whole moving process. So there is about a week gap between when we had to move out because when our lease was up and then when we're able to move into our house. So while we're in this kind of 1 week gap, we are staying with family. All of our stuff is currently in the garage. So everything is in boxes. So basically this week I'm just trying to kind of market prep a bunch because for some reason I thought it would be a great idea to sign up for a market this weekend. So I have to market prep. I have some custom orders that I have to do, including this one over here. I also just got finished filming another market recap video for you guys for those markets that I did in October. So that's why we have our peanut gallery set up here. Moving out this past week was super tiring. There was a lot to do and we had a pretty long drive. So the fact that we have to move again this week is a little daunting, but the good news is we're a lot closer to the house from where we were at the apartment. So that's like a little silver lining. Plus, we are so excited. This process has been kind of a long one, so we're just so happy and grateful to be able to move into that house next week. So yeah, just to show you guys, this is kind of all of our stuff currently in the garage. It looks super hectic, but of course here is the yarn shelf with nothing on it. By the way, you guys, all of these like Premier and Michael's orders really paid off because I got a bunch of these boxes and I saved them for the move and they were a huge help. Hi you guys, as you can see, we are in the new craft room, so it's super exciting, but as you can also see, it's looking pretty abysmal right now. Today, we are going to set up the brand new craft room. So you guys, this is what the room is looking like right now. This isn't what it first looked like, so I'll have to pop a picture of that on the screen for you guys. It looked really crazy before, but now I was able to kind of put the bigger items where I think I might want them to go. So like the larger shelf over there, and then these two bookshelves here. And then of course my desk with my computer are over there. So we're gonna try kind of organizing all of this yarn and unpacking everything. By the way, you guys, I could not tell you how excited I am to have kind of like my own space and my own craft room. It is so crazy to me that we're like at this place. It's so awesome. So I'm just so grateful for that. But okay, let's get to unpacking everything. So I'm thinking, because it's probably taking up the most space, I'm going to start with yarn. So I'm thinking for right now, I'm probably going to do like parfait chunky, kind of similar to what I had before. And then maybe in the white ones back here, I might do some of like the burlap blanket and things like that. Yeah, and then I guess we'll just figure out where everything else goes after that. I'm gonna raise you guys up here. Rise! Okay, now I have to actually find the box where the parfait chunky is. So this is going to be fun. Okay, so this is all like burlap blanket, Sweet Snuggles light. Okay. We're off to a great start. There's one skein of parfait chunky. You guys, I also had a market last weekend, so that's why the yarn is kind of literally all over the place. I was trying to like market prep at the last second. This is mostly parfait chunky too. This box is empty, but now I need to find the other box with the parfait chunky. Okay, here is the other box. Okay, so we have the first top shelf done. Doing this is actually really important for me right now because I need to see what colors I need to order more of. And it looks like I definitely need more like dark green and mint colors and things like that. So now I'm going to move on to the second shelf. So the two parfait chunky shelves are done. We have another empty box to get rid of. So here is what the two shelves are currently looking like. I definitely need to get some more, like I said, of like darker green and like mint colors. And now I need to move on to this shelf down here. By the way, you guys, look at this pillow. If you watch The Office, you know. On the very bottom, I'm definitely gonna put my printer down there because it works really well down there. And then here, I have some like Sweet Snuggles light that could go down there. So I think I'm gonna do that and then continue it over into these white shelves. Okay, I brought the camera down here so you guys could be more on my level. I am not used to having this much space. As you guys know, I'm used to filming in just a corner of a room, so the fact that I have a whole room now is crazy to me. But I was watching the camera when it was over on my desk and I was like, I feel like you guys are really far away right now. So now you guys are on my chair. Would you guys believe that I made it this far without getting a tripod for filming? I really need to get a tripod. So far, I've just been like leaning it up against things on my desk and filming with my iPhone. So yeah, I might need to get a tripod soon. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's so much yarn. I'm gonna take all of my burlap blanket and kind of put that over to one side just to try to like organize things a little bit. Everything is also like half untangled and guys, everything's just been shambles the past like 3 weeks or so. So this is currently what my floor is looking like. I know it looks crazy, but I do have a system. So this over here is the Sweet Snuggles light, and this over here is the burlap blanket with a few like big twists mixed in. Okay, so here is what the full yarn shelf is looking like. So I'm thinking on this bottom shelf here, like I said, I'm gonna put the printer and maybe a few other things. Okay, so we've got our printer and our light down there. Now I'm thinking for these bins, we're gonna put the rest of the burlap blanket, big twist, any of the other yarns that we have. And then I know in these bins, I also have some acrylic yarn, I think. Yeah, in these two bins we have acrylic yarn, so I'll kind of fit that in here as well. And then you guys, on this bookshelf, so this part actually broke on that side and we were contemplating whether or not we should get rid of it, but I thought that this little 3-tiered shelf would fit perfectly there, so I've been doing that for a while. I even did that in our apartment, so that's gonna stay like that. Okay, so this is what these squares are looking like. So what I think I'm gonna go with for now is doing the acrylic bins here, and then like the white, red into orange and tan burlap blanket. And then here we kind of have a mix of like darker burlap blanket mixed in with like the tweed and the big twist. I think eventually I would like to have another kind of bigger shelf go in that corner there. So maybe the tan shelf could go over here and then the corner shelf there, and then these bins over here. And then we have some empty boxes over here, and then some of this stuff over here that I still need to unpack. So as you can see, I still have quite a bit to do, and it's getting dark right now since it gets dark at like 4:30 now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and unpack some of the more like boring stuff that you guys probably don't want to see, but I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow once everything is all unpacked and put away, and then I'll give you like the full tour. Okay, you guys, so I finished putting everything away last night, so I wanted to show you how everything is looking now. So if we come over here, up top there, we have some Hobie yarn. I'm gonna make that for a custom order. It's actually the first time I've ever ordered from them, so I'm really excited to try it. But I decided to move the acrylic there. And then of course we have our Parfait Chunky and the Sweet Snuggles light. And then I did put my printer down here. By the way, you guys, this squid as well as this one was made by my fabulous cousin. It's Yarn Plushies by Brooke, so I'll link her page below so you can give her a follow, but these are just so adorable and the quality is insane. And then over here we have my label printer, and then you guys, of course, we have all of the Squishmallows here. So I'm thinking eventually I'd like to have a shelf up there for all of them, but for right now, they're gonna hang out right there. And then down here we have all of our burnout blanket with some big twists. In this little bin, I decided to put like my safety eyes and some stickers, and my hooks go in there as well. And then down here is just kind of my personal binders and things like that. And then in here, again, just kind of some supplies, like there's stitch markers in there. Actually, fun fact, the first crochet book that I ever bought, because I thought I could maybe learn how to crochet from pictures, that's in here as well. And then over here we have, of course, my desk is here as well. This is a custom order that I'm currently doing. I'm really not sure how this is going to turn out. This is definitely like a trust the process moment. But yeah, so here is my desk. Down here, I just have some things that I really need to film, so I'll get to that soon. Polyfill in the corner, and then over here we just have some fun stuff, another lamp. This is actually a custom order that I just got done. This is actually a pregnancy and infant loss awareness ribbon, so that was really cool to like figure out how to make. So that's just sitting in there for right now. And then of course we have some patterns, and a lot of my music is over here as well. Then if we open the closet here, so crazy, I have my own closet. I took one of those like shoe racks and put all of my shipping box and like bubble wrap in it. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, please forgive me. But all of my plushies are in there currently, so I'll need to bring them out soon. And then up here, we just have a few more like random yarn items. But yeah, you guys, so this is how it's looking. So if you'll notice, there is a giant space over here where there's just nothing. And that's because, as you guys know, I went from a corner of a room to having an entire room to myself. So I'm gonna have to kind of grow into the space a little bit. What I'm thinking is maybe like a bigger bookshelf or something, maybe with cabinets over here, and then moving the tan bookshelf over here, and then maybe having like a comfy chair in the corner. I don't know. And then I might put up like something on the wall here, like corkboards or something. And then, like I said, a shelf up there. So it's definitely a work in progress. This actually perfectly represents what our whole house has been like, because of course we moved from an apartment into a house. So we're really kind of lacking some furniture, and there's a lot of empty spaces, but it just made it a lot easier to move into. And it's actually kind of fun because then you get to like decide how you want everything to look. But yeah, you guys, so I'm just super excited. This is so crazy that I finally have like my own craft room. So I'm just really excited to kind of grow into this space and make it my own.
Alrighty, you guys, that wraps it up for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and for coming along as we moved from my crafting corner into my crafting room. Since moving in, you guys have given me so many good decorating ideas, so I definitely think I'm going to have to do a craft room makeover video soon. But anyways, make sure you stay tuned for next week's video. I have a ton of custom orders to show you guys, including my largest custom order yet. It's almost over $400. And as always, if you were crocheting while you were watching this video, let all of us know what you are making in the comments below. And with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!